Gypsy King. Let's see if Gypsy King can come on. Okay, okay. Eli left. Let's try to get. Oh, there we go. Hello.
How you doing?
I
What's
did,
good?
you know what? Should I call you Gypsy?
Yeah, it's Gypsy.
Known or
The distinction, right? It's all right.
sorry about that. Hello there, sir Gypsy. What's going on with you? I looked on your Instagram. First of all, you were nominated by Self Invest, and that was a really fun interview. So I'm gonna read your description on Instagram of who you are, and then we're gonna figure out exactly what we're gonna talk about today because it's so much. You can stay on for 2 hours with me. So you are an animator, an artist, a director, a designer, a photographer, an author, an editor, a chef, and a liaison.
Yeah. I feel like liaison kind of covers everything, so that's why I put it in there. I'm a really
okay. So that just covers it all. You could have just said that at the beginning. Okay.
Yeah.
So you own Gypsy Clothes and also Gypsy Comics.
Yep.
So let's talk about both.
The clothes is my main industry. It's my main business. My small business is how I make the majority of like the money, and it kind of funds all the creative pursuits of everything else that I want to do. In my 5th year of making clothes, I started in 2016. My friend Lauren really is who motivated me. She makes Art Thrive Larston, and I've been doing it pretty consistently, more consistently than anything else I've ever tried to do. I've had a lot of different types of jobs. I've tried a lot of different things, and really, I just didn't fit into systems. So I began doing things for myself, and some like art. Like I've always been an artist. So the comics, the cartoon, these are both things that I've done, and everything that you see that's Gypsy, right? It all supports everything else that's Gypsy because everything adds an element to who I am. So it's like if I release a cartoon or a comic episode, it helps pull traffic to my social media because I recognize that through these phones right here, this is the future. This is the small business right here. This is the grab. So
yes,
I'm even trying to use this. I'm screen recording this right now because I'm gonna share it as a commercial. You know what I'm saying? And try to pull traffic and engagement. But yeah, I'm just creative.
Well, Gypsy, I would have been more than willing to download it, cut it for you, and send it to you. But okay.
All right, I appreciate that.
Let me know what you need from me. Okay. So, how did you get started with Gypsy Clothes? I know you said that your friend helped get you involved, but starting a clothing company is never easy.
Well, I used to rap, and then I was shooting videos, and being somebody that deals with music, like rappers have to have like certain images. So I was buying clothes from my friend Lauren Webb, who makes Larston, and I was wearing a lot of her clothes just so I could have something to wear in videos. You know what I'm saying? And now rap, I've been on like a Gangsta Grills at most. I've shot videos for like AR Gunplay. That's like the most I've done with like rap. But as I got, it's a young man's game. You know what I'm saying? So as you get older and you want to stay enmeshed within the culture, you know what I'm saying? I felt like, what could I do? And then along my friend's suggestion, she was like, yo, you really have a magnetic energy. A lot of people really like you. You should be your own brand. Like you should wear your own name. And I started in 2016 and I haven't looked back. And the funniest thing is, in 15 years of trying to rap versus the 5 years of trying to do clothes, like I have way more notoriety, love, respect. You know what I'm saying? I just, this is more in alignment. You know what I mean? Everybody, respect, respects, respect. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I come to situations and people, and that's how I treat my industry, is how I treat my clothes, everything that I do. So it all just comes full circle, man. And Gypsy is the perfect name because I really feel mad lucky.
Yeah, I that's absolutely one of my favorite names. I love the whole gypsy theme of everything.
If
I
you
feel
relate, we related. That's my whole motto. If you relate, we related. I feel like we're all more alike than we are different. And the commonalities are where we can find our unity and build. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's always something. It don't matter who you is. You can find something that you have in common with someone else because we're all human. You know what I mean? And so I like to connect with people on those levels. I'm a person that largely, like throughout my life, I never lived anywhere for more than 2 years. I went to 12 different schools. I was a military brat for a little while. I grew up in a Muslim home. I grew up in a Christian home. So I had a lot of cultural influences from all over that inspired me and helped shape me and culture me to be the person that I am. And it seems to be that, you know what I'm saying, people find value here. So I just want to be that person that inspires. So I really want my brand to be the brand that people feel like, yo, I rock with his joint because I could connect with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me right there. When you see anything Gypsy, you should feel like if we relate, we related, because there's something for us to connect on.
And I like the, from what I saw on your Instagram, I mean, you have the hoodies, and I saw, you know, some of the women's wear as well. It's very, it's sexy.
Mostly women support me.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, sexy, and I love it. It's really, really nice.
Thank you. I'm going to inbox me a P.O. box or a mailing address, and it will be my absolute honor to send you some clothes. You're JennyBoomBoom, man. I've been listening to the Dirt Report for, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
they love you.
I will say this, Gypsy. Every week when we're on this show, people offer me things, right?
Yes.
And it's always a really beautiful thing, and I always appreciate it so much. But I make sure not to take anything for myself, because I would never want anyone to think that the reason why I'm doing this is to gain something from it.
Right. You're doing it to help us, to help the small businesses. I appreciate it.
Right. That's really why I'm doing this. This is an idea that I came up with a friend of mine, because, and I don't know if you know the history behind it, but during COVID, when things were really bad, a friend of mine, who runs his parents' restaurant, it's been in existence for 40 years, this restaurant, okay? And I frequent this restaurant all the time. It's, you know, great food and just a really great family atmosphere. Told me that they were just making enough at the time to just pay their employees.
Right.
You know, and
it's
that
definitely got hard on everyone.
Yeah. So I, you know, said, well, you know what, I can at least use my platform to try to help some folks out, because, you know, that's what I can offer, you know.
Yes.
And that's the reason why we do this on Tuesdays, because I want to help folks out. And also just finding out about these businesses is just, it's so incredible. People's stories, they amaze me. You know, they amaze me, because I said this last week, you know, I've worked for a lot of corporations, right? I do a lot of stuff for big corporations who probably to the owners, you know, I'm just a number or whatever, right? But the fact that
you're a legend.
Well, thank you. But the fact that you were able to start something and be successful at it and be able to be creative every single day, you know, to me, that's inspiring. And it's just wonderful. And the fact that you're turning out these products that look amazing. And then now, you know, I'm also seeing, like, you have this Gypsy comics, and it's just, it's so great.
Thank you. I did want to point out that in us being in COVID and it being a difficult time for small businesses, thank you for what you're doing. This is beautiful. And I want to say to anybody that's watching this, like, team with other small businesses. It's my best advice. We just went through COVID, but I really just had my best year ever as far as selling clothes. I got with the 5 other Springfield designers, and we got together and we made boxes that were like mystery boxes. So it's like you take 20 boxes and we each put an item in the boxes, and then we sold the boxes for $150. Then we turned around and did winter boxes for $250. We sold these boxes for $250 and sold out in 8 hours. That means we made $6,000 in 8 hours, and we split it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to eat. It was a really beautiful thing, and it was only possible because people knew that they were buying into multiple businesses. I could have never done that alone on my own. You know what I'm saying? So I really recognize the strength of, like, unity, and I want to tell anybody watching this, if you got a small business, keep tapping in. You know what I'm saying? And reach out to people, connect. I'm about to friend request everybody that you're interviewing from now, from before, and that's coming up, because you never know.
Well, Self told me about those boxes last week, how successful it was. And I think that is just an extraordinary idea. I mean, wow.
Thank you.
I would only hope that when there are shows that pop up and things, you know, events pop up again, maybe we can do something with those boxes as far as bidding or something like that. Now, that would be a lot of fun.
That would be, I would love that. I would stay tapped in with you. This life about establishing and maintaining relationships of all sorts. So if the opportunity like that ever presents itself, I would 100% be all for it.
Oh yeah, you're not rid of me yet, Gypsy. This is like a lifelong thing, trust me.
Hey, I love it. You got me smiling so hard, my cheeks hurt.
So you have the clothes. If I want to order something off of your website, how do we go about doing it?
The orders, the website, and the Instagram or the Facebook. I'm Dan Snyder on Facebook. I'm One Gypsy King on Instagram. Anything you see, my Instagram functions like my lookbook. So anything you see there, you can hit me. I do customs. You can let me know, hey, I want a sweatsuit. I want whatever, whatever. And is right now, I can still have the time to answer everyone directly. But we built the website. It's www.gypsyclothes.net. You can shop there. If you know what I'm saying? Some people have anxiety. They don't want to like interact directly with you. They want to just be able to point, click, and know that they thing gonna come in the mail. So you can go to gypsyclothes.net and search what we have there. It's also the hub for everything Gypsy. So all the books are there, the art books are there, the comics are there, the cartoon is there, the music is there, the videos, the clothes. We just launched Infused Lemonade. So that's there. It's everything.
Gypsy, where did the lemonade come from? No.
Well, I used to sell, you know, Massachusetts, cannabis is legal. So I used to sell edibles. And I found at parties, like people really love like infused drinks, but they're hard to find, you know? So, me and my partner, Freddie, we, did a bunch of, you know, research and development until we could get the mixture right and everything. And, really he's been the one that is taking the forefront of that. But I'll also say, if you got a business, get a partner, have somebody to help you. Like, even if it's just there for moral support, you know what I mean? Like energy feeds energy. So the only way I'm able to do all of these things that you see me doing is because I have supremely a lot of love around me. You know what I mean? I have a lot of help.
That's a wonderful thing.
I don't do any of this on my own. I couldn't. Except
I feel like good people, so that's a good thing. So you also brought up books, so art books. So tell me about those.
All the art that I do, I tend to publish it. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to do another one this year. The literature, remember I was telling you I rapped. When I realized my rap style was way more poetic and thoughtful than what was becoming what was mainstream. I said, hey, well, let me reach to the intellects. Let me put it in poetic prose and structure it a certain way. And then I could just publish it. And now I can add published author, you know what I'm saying, to my Gypsy set of hats. And that was a beautiful thing. Like, yeah, now I'm a published author. And it's really just poetry, though. It's long to short. It's my raps.
But that's dope.
Thank you.
I love poetry books. I read them a lot growing up. My daughter, Sasha, especially, she's just really invested in poetry. And some of the books that she has me buy, like, I think I peeked into them a few times, like, dang, Sasha, this is like, you know, a little sexual, but okay.
But it's important to have a creative outlet, and writing and reading, it feeds the mind so much. And a lot of us in these times, like COVID times, everybody's stir crazy in the house. People's anxieties and stress levels are up. It's important for you to balance, you know what I'm saying? That emotional anxiety that everybody got going on with a mental peace. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes sitting down and just writing your thoughts out, it'll bring you so much more peace than you could have ever imagined, you know? And so I tell people to try that as well too. Writing is important.
I think so, yeah. Because this is like, what's been going on is so strange. It's like, and you try to like wrap your head around it and you can't.
The course of the world is changing right in front of us. But the thing is, if you write and you read, like if you read Animal Farm or 1984, it ain't too much going on. That's like you'll have a better peace because none of this is new.
No, or watch The Walking Dead.
You know, I'm waiting on the zombie apocalypse. I'm ready.
Well, you know, in the Walking Dead, and I stopped watching it like last season because I didn't really like the characters. But at the very beginning of it, you know, Rick Grimes says on The Walking Dead, like, it's in all of us.
Yeah.
like as soon as someone dies, they become a zombie, right? Because it's in all of us. Like, What happened, Rick? Was it the vaccine? what happened?
I don't know. They can't even make baby powder right, so I'm scared of a vaccine, man. I don't know, for real, for real.
I got my first shot last week, and I'm waiting to see. I mean, 3 weeks ago, and I'm supposed to get my next one next week, and I don't know if I'm getting it yet. I might cop out.
I know I caught COVID early. I thought I died last year. I didn't know what it was. It was in February. I didn't know what, and I almost never get sick. So when it hit me, I thought I was gonna die. Then I recovered, and now I'm like, all right, nah, my body got this. I got the antibodies. So, and I've been pretty good ever since. But well, you know, it's one of those things where you gotta just mask up, wash your hands, and you know, follow all safety protocols that everybody has to adhere to.
Right, I agree, Gypsy, but not everybody does. And hospitalizations are up for young people. Young people are getting really sick.
Even look at that. It's scary that there's no more school. Yo, when have you ever drove through the city on Easter and not seen people outside? Like they can't, like COVID canceled Easter. We're living in some strange times, Jenny.
Yeah, you got that right. That's what you got to write a book about. You better start rapping about that.
You feel me? I might make a comeback. Might maybe emerge sometime.
Yeah, it's been a very strange time, but well, anyway, I loved meeting you and I loved talking to you.
It was,
and
my
I feel like I'm gonna get some Oval coffee and sit and talk to you for hours and hours.
You know what I'm saying? Anytime.
But thank you so much for talking to me today, Gypsy. And of course, you got the clothes, you have the comics, and what's your website again?
www.gypsyclothes.net. If you relate, we related. Thank you, everybody.
No, thank you. This is a great time to talk.